everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas & Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. And we are underway for this scheduled 12-rounder. Teddy, you buy a ticket to a George Foreman fight. Clearly you want to see one thing.
Yeah, you want to see a knockout, and you're going to see power. And you know you're going to see the ability to catch somebody on both ends, because as dangerous as Foreman is and as intimidating as he can be on the offensive end, he can be exploited that much on the defensive end. He leaves himself open.
Foreman's turning into a star in this sport. Why? Because he has power, the one thing that people want to see. What should we expect to see of that power early on?
Well, whether or not he's fighting a tricky guy tonight, can he come up with a device, a way to take that power and get it to the target?
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by George Foreman. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Calzage's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Foreman's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Scores with the combo to the head. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Little head hunting with the left. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Would you rather have a fighter who's feared or a fighter who's fearless?
I feel like I'm talking to Sonny from the Bronx Tale, but I think that I would rather have a guy that has fear, because he's going to be smart all the time. He's going to be a guy that's going to be aware of things that you need to be aware of. If he's so-called fearless, he's going to walk into all kinds of things that are not going to allow him to be a fighter.
Was a miss by Joe Calzage. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Come on, kid. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Calzage's able to avoid that punch. Nice jab. He did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up. Somehow he's avoiding going down here. All of a sudden some good defense after a lack of it cost him. And the referee warning him for that shot that went downstairs.
1 point for excessive low blow. That's 1 point.
Seconds to go in this round. A solid uppercut by George Foreman. George Foreman's cornermen have been with him for quite some time. They know exactly what to say to hit upon those key points, to encourage him a little bit, to give him a little bit of a boost after coming off a round that was less than stellar. He got tagged in that last round. Blocks the headshot. Joe Calzage's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Oh! He is down on the floor after taking that shot.
And there's a lot of time left in the round.
Joe Calzage's going to have to pull himself together here. Now, he beat the count, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work because he doesn't have the benefit of his legs. Can't move around. They're wobbly right now. So what he's got to do is grab on a little bit and walk. Walk to the ropes. Kill some time. Make the referee come in between you and break you.
Downstairs with a right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Foreman with a big uppercut. How about a return to sender with the left hand? A little 1-2, jab followed by the cross. Foreman's right hand scores well that time. Rushing uppercut by Joe Calzage. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
George Foreman's now getting back up off the canvas. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. And that's the end of round 3. Well, let's look at Teddy's scorecard through 3 rounds. Foreman's recuperative abilities being tested to the limit here. Just 60 seconds to gather yourself after being knocked down in the last round.
Now, we talk about the fighter, but it's important right now for the corner, for the referee, for the doctor to know that he does have those kind of recuperative powers. So they give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the ref gives him a little more time than he gives somebody else.
He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, and my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled, was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. .90 seconds to go in round number 4. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Oh, what kind of punching is this? I mean, he's got nothing on these shots. He's so hurt.
You know, his natural instinct is to attack back. Right now, he's got to fight against that natural instinct. Right now, teaching has to come in. You know, instructions from the past where he just covers up and he survives.
Both men digging in with uppercuts. Foreman's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. In and out, in and out. Calzage's so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. What a good counter punch by George Foreman.
Throw punch.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. George Foreman's defense has failed him now. Oh, man, shot after shot coming in. Nice block by Calzage. George Foreman's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Foreman's rocked, and his defense is porous right now. He could go down at any moment.
Well, the problem is he's got the habit of blocking punches, and when a guy's putting them together, you can't block them all. Some are getting through.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go.
Come on, side to side.
George Foreman's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that? A referee gives him a warning for headbutting.
Stop! That's 1 point for excessive low blows. That's 1 point.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. George Foreman showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo.
Time! That's 1 point.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Calzage's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Foreman's right hand scores well. Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him.
Well, you know he can't move because he's going to fall on his own, or the referee's going to stop it. So believe it or not, he's either got to grab or he's got to stand on the rope. Stay right in front of the...
That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. And yet another big shot comes in. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this? One,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Calzage's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you'd give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Foreman's got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? He's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will be coming before you know it.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Foreman's trying to survive this. He is taking a beating right now. That one good shot came in and rocked him.
And that's the problem with his defense right now. You know, he's trying to block those shots. You can't block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at a time. They get through.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. How about that 4-punch combination? Fine looking right hand by Calzage. So we've come to the halfway point of what has been a very highly competitive bout. And Teddy, if it stays that way throughout this night, then this is going to be an all-time classic. He's jumping all over him now. George Foreman's nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, and banging away he goes. How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Calzage's rising back up. That takes some guts. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Joe Calzage. And now he's targeting a big shot comes crashing home. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Calzage's able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
Back and forth exchange. Foreman's being so very effective, punching in combination.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that hand speed. No better way to use it than putting them together.
Punches and bunches, combination up top. Nice job doubling up the jab by George Foreman. George Foreman's in a tough spot here. He could go down with that bad defense. And round 7 comes to an end.
Move that one.
Foreman's been in control of this fight here in these middle rounds. He's built a slight lead on your scorecard as we start round number 8. But, Teddy, we often talk about focus. This is where it comes into play, of not just blowing it.
No, this is what the old timers used to say when they used to remind you, and they used to say to me sometimes, you know, there's no 3, 4, 5-round title fights. They all long fights. A lot of guys...
That's a big right hand there. It's over. The fight is over. Excessive fouls, DQ, done.
And when you see that, sometimes it tells me that the fighter wanted to get out. And that was his way of getting out.
Joe Calzage is getting his hand raised, but maybe not the way you want to see it by DQ.
No, not the way a real fighter